Welcome to the Sant Mat Satsang Podcast for September 29th, 2013. Today the focus is a sneak peek of the Brahm Nirupan, an ebook soon to be published, a great spiritual classic of the Kabir line of masters, also known as Kabir Panth, the path of Guru Kabir. The Brahm Nirupan is translated into English by Dr. Jagisar Das of the Kabir Association of Surrey, BC, Canada. Soon this will be available. When it is, you'll hear about it here. I will gladly let everyone know when this book becomes available. I am privileged to have an advanced copy, a sneak peek. The Brahm Nirupan is another spiritual classic of the Sant Mat tradition of India and represents more Dharamdasi Kabir Panth literature, quite comparable with other Kabirian dialogues, gospels, if you will, these catechisms or Q&A sessions that take place between Guru Kabir and his disciple Sant Dharamdas. Books like the Anurag Sagar of Kabir, also known as The Ocean of Love, and Amar Mul. The Brahm Nirupan represents the esoteric teachings pertaining to meditation practice in the Kabir tradition. This is an introduction written earlier by Dr. Jagisar Das. In the book Brahm Nirupan, Satguru Kabir explained the inner meaning of spiritual life to Dharamdas, his foremost disciple. The Brahm Nirupan is a matchless text that discusses the essence of the word, or Surat Shabd, the true audible life stream or sound current. I want to share with you some readings from the Brahm Nirupan of Guru Kabir. This is a prayer, saying 368. O Master, you are in the form of inner experience. You are immutable. You are in the form of knowledge and the giver of liberation. You are in the form of wisdom and you are imperishable. You are the ocean of bliss and you are free of the limitations of time. You are immortal. Heartfelt salutations to you. This verse of the Brahm Nirupan talks about the book itself. The book talking about itself. This Brahm Nirupan is a compilation of the essence of spiritual teachings. It is the sunrise that bestows the light of knowledge. It is the promoter of the growth of bhakti, or God devotion. It is therefore said to be the best of all spiritual books. Saying 363, there are many spiritual books that teach about knowing the self, or the soul. Reading or listening to them and pondering them will also lead to knowledge of the self, but for the ascertainment of the secret gnosis, the secret knowledge, or inner experience, and for meditation and selfless service, the Brahm Nirupan is most authoritative and excellent. Brahm Nirupan, it seems, is a very important text in the Kabir tradition. And how wonderful it is that it's coming out from behind the veil. It's coming from behind the curtain of Hindi and being made available to us spiritual seekers in the Western world, interested in following traditional Sant Mat from an Indian perspective. Readings from the Brahm Nirupan. 4 virtues, including 6 assets for the genuine spiritual seeker. The ardent devotee who is seeking liberation has cultivated the 4 virtues and realizes that the pure nature of the Absolute is his own nature and continuously contemplates it. They will definitely realize the Absolute. The 4 virtues. 1. Discernment of the reality from unreality. 2. Detachment from worldly things. 3 is about the 6 assets. Control of the mind, control of the senses and body, faith in the Master and Scriptures, endurance in face of hardship, indifference to religious rituals, and proper concentration and meditation. And the fourth virtue is intense longing for liberation. Longing, of course, is a very holy word, not only in the mystic poetry of Rumi, but also in the tradition of the Sants of the East, including Guru Kabir. Yearning, longing, the disciple in search of the Master. Rumi in search of Shams of Tabriz. The lover seeking out the beloved. The drop of the soul seeking to return to the divine ocean of God. Kabir says to Dharamdas, "O Dharamdas, seeing your devotion and piousness, I know that you are a very good disciple. So I have happily revealed to you the secret gnosis, the secret knowledge. Now keep it in your heart and enjoy eternal bliss." According to the Masters, bliss, or ananda, during meditation is a great sign of reaching the third eye center and concentrating quite effectively at the third eye center, the seat of the soul. More readings from the Brahm Nirupan of Guru Kabir. The devotee who, with love and a pure heart, does devotion to the Master, who is the personification of the Eternal, will make his Guru happy with such devotion. He realizes the Eternal and abolishes all previous and future karmas. He obtains liberation. Knowledge of the Sar Shabd, the essence of reality, the true sound, has such high power that it can quickly destroy the karmas of the present life. It is indeed very desirable fruit of such knowledge that needs to be thoughtfully considered and understood. Knowledge of the essence of reality dawns within and gives enlightenment. The Brahm Nirupan, description of the nature of absolute reality, the necessity of liberation, begins with, of course, verse 1, which says, "The writer for the welfare of the world offers salutations to Sat Purush, the Supreme Being, and to Sat Guru Kabir, by whose nectar-like words the karmas are abolished, and the fear of old age and death is removed. The person who always meditates on the feet of Sat Guru will not have sufferings and fear. Similarly, birth and death are also abolished. The feet of the Sat Guru is worthy of worship, thus meditation on the feet is a spiritual practice or custom in India. The world is like a forest in which doubt exists, just as a lion is in the forest with its mouth open to grab prey. Doubt is thus eating up the world. For the destruction of doubt, only Sat Guru's name is effective. There is definitely no other method other than God's name. Sat Guru and God are often used interchangeably here. Sat Guru is also a highly developed spiritual master, a term for a spiritual master. The essence of the word imparted by the Sat Guru, or the Master, needs no support except its own self-existent power. The word cannot be affected by maya or illusion. The eternal name or word cannot be known by those choosing to remain ignorant. But he who serves the Master and learns from him will realize the word. He will realize the sound. The Brahm Nirupan of Guru Kabir reminds me a little bit of the teachings of Swamiji Maharaj of Agra, the teachings also of Sant Dariya Sahib of Bihar, and Param Sant Tulsi Sahib of Hathras. It goes into the details about the inner sounds and the effect of the sound current upon the listener. This practice, of course, in India is known as Surat Shabd Yoga, or meditation upon the divine light and sound, or technically speaking, Surat Shabd Yoga means the attention faculty of the soul becoming yoked to or in union with the divine light and sound of God. It's a way to achieve oneness with God by contemplating and merging into the divine light and sound of God, which is like a river that flows back into the divine ocean, the ocean of love. Thanks for listening to today's Sant Mat Satsang Podcast. My name is James Bean. To say hello, to contact me for any reason whatsoever, any information you might be seeking, email me at this address, james@spiritualawakeningradio.com. Also, visit my website, spiritualawakeningradio.com, and click on the Library tab. You'll be able to read many books of the Sant tradition of India, including the first 45 verses of the Brahm Nirupan of Kabir, Anurag Sagar, the Bijak, and other books of the Kabir line of masters. Namaste, Radhasoami, Jai Guru, Sat Ram, Om Shanti, peace be to you.